Level 1. Favorite Asian Folktales.
One. The Three Friends. Chapter 1. The Magic Gifts. One day, three friends, Antonio, Pablo, and Jose, left their village. "We will go different ways and meet here 1 year from today," Antonio said. Soon Pablo met an old woman sitting by the side of the road. She was very thin and wore only very old clothes.
"Excuse me, young man," she said. "Can you give me a little money? I'm very hungry."
Pablo did not have much money, but he gave her some.
"You are very generous,"
the old woman said.
"I want to give you something."
She opened an old bag and took out a small carpet.
"This carpet,"
the old woman said,
"is a magic carpet. It will take you wherever you ask it to. Please take it."
Pablo did not think the carpet was a magic one, but he thanked the old woman. He put the carpet under his arm and went on his way. At about this time, Antonio met a poor old man. Antonio stopped and spoke to him.
"You look sad," he said. "Why is that?"
The old man said,
"I'm very hungry. I have no money for food."
Antonio sat down beside the old man. "Eat with me," he said. He gave half of his food to the old man.
"You are very generous,"
the old man said.
"I want to give you something."
He took an old book out of his pocket.
"This book is very old," he said, "but it is a magic book. Hold it in your hand. Ask it any question. Let it fall open. It will fall open to the page that has the answer to your question."
Antonio did not believe that the book was magic, but he thanked the old man. He put the book into his pocket and went on his way. At about this time, Jose also met an old man. The man did not have a coat, and he was very cold.
"I'm very cold,"
the old man said to Jose.
"I will die from the cold."
Jose thought to himself,
"I am young and strong. I don't feel the cold as much as the old man."
So he took off his coat and gave it to the old man.
"You are very generous," the old man said. "I want to give you something."
He took a flute out of his pocket.
"This is a magic flute," he said. "Play it to a sick person and he or she will get better."
Jose did not believe that the flute was a magic one, but he thanked the old man. He put the flute in his pocket and went on his way. Chapter 2. To Marry the Princess. A year later, the three friends met again. Antonio was the first to speak. He told his friends about his magic book.
"At first, I didn't think it was magic," he said, "but I was wrong. It is magic."
Jose said, "Can your book tell us who is very sick?"
"Yes, it can,"
Antonio said. He asked the book the question,
"Who is very sick?"
The book fell open to a picture of the king's daughter. "I have a magic flute," Jose said. "It will cure any sickness."
"And I," Pablo said, "can take us all to the palace on my magic carpet."
The three friends stepped onto the magic carpet. They soon arrived at the king's palace. Jose told the guards about his magic flute. One of the guards went to the king.
"A man has come with a magic flute,"
the guard told the king.
"He says he can cure the princess with it." "Send him to me,"
the king said. Jose came before the king.
"If you can cure my daughter,"
the king said,
"then you may marry her. If you do not cure her, you will go to prison."
Jose stood by the princess's bed and played the magic flute. Within minutes, she was sitting up in bed, asking for food.
"My daughter is cured,"
the king said.
"You may marry her."
Antonio said,
It is true that Jose's flute cured your daughter, but my magic book told us she was sick. Why can't I marry the princess?"
Then Pablo said,
"My magic carpet brought us to the palace. Why can't I marry the princess?"
The king said,
"I must talk to the princess about this."
The next day, the princess and the king met the three friends again. A servant pinned a large flower to one of the walls in the room. Other servants gave each of the three friends a bow and an arrow.
"Pretend that the flower is the heart of the princess,"
the king said.
"The one who shoots an arrow nearest to the middle of her heart shall marry the princess."
Antonio moved to shoot first. He was clever with a bow and arrow. He shot his arrow at the flower. It hit the flower in the middle. Next, Pablo shot an arrow. It divided Antonio's arrow into two. Jose turned to the king.
"I cannot shoot an arrow at the flower," he said. "I cannot shoot at the heart of the woman I want to marry."
The princess walked toward Jose and took his hand. "Father," she said, "this man will make a true husband for me." Jose and the princess were married. The king, who was very old, asked Jose to take his place as the new king. This he did, and he was a good and wise king. Antonio and Pablo helped him. They knew that he was a wiser man than they were. The Girl Who Drew Cats. Chapter 1. All I Want to Do. Many years ago in Japan, a farmer and his wife had 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. The boys helped their mother and father on the farm. The girl was small and not very strong. She was often sick. She spent her time drawing cats. "She cannot help us on the farm," her mother told her father one day. "She is no use to us. Let's take her to the temple. She can become a nun and live at the temple." The girl went to live at the temple. She drew cats all day. She drew cats in her books. She drew cats on the walls. She drew cats at all times of the day and night. She drew cats wherever she went. The other nuns tried to stop her from drawing cats, but she did not listen to them. "I must draw cats," she said. "It's the only thing I want to do." One of the other nuns said, "You are not the kind of young woman we want here. I must ask you to leave the temple. But let me give you some advice. Don't go into large places at night. Go only into small ones." The girl left the temple. She did not have any money, and she did not want to go back to the farm. "I will sell some of my drawings of cats," she thought. "I will get money for them." Chapter 2. Don't sleep in large places. It was night by the time she came to a town. Just outside the town there was a large temple. It was very quiet. There was only one light in one of the rooms. "I will stay here tonight," she thought. The temple was quiet because only a dangerous goblin lived in the temple. No one could kill it. However, the girl did not know this. Once inside the temple, she approached the only room with a light. She knocked on the door, but no one came. She knocked many times and then pushed the door open. "Is anyone here?" she called quietly. There was no answer, so she went into the room. Inside the room there was only a mat on the floor, a light near the window, and a large paper screen. The girl wanted to sleep, but she also wanted to draw some cats. She drew them on the paper screen. She drew cats of every kind. When the screen was full of cats, she lay down and went to sleep. Then she remembered the nun's advice. "Don't go into large places at night. Go only into small ones." "This room is very large," she thought, "and I am alone. I'll hide so that no one can see me." She looked around the room and saw a large box. She opened the box and looked inside. It was empty. "Good," she thought. "I can hide in this box." She climbed into the box and closed it. Then she closed her eyes and went to sleep. Chapter 3. Something Killed That Rat. The girl slept until about the middle of the night. Then she heard a terrible noise. There were shouts and cries. She was too afraid to open the box. She just stayed in the box without moving. She wanted the noise to stop. She wanted whatever was in the room to go away. The girl stayed in the box all night. The noises did not stop until morning. Then she opened the box a little and looked into the room. There was a very large, dead rat in the middle of the room. The girl knew that it was a goblin rat. They were the most dangerous of all animals. Something very big and strong killed that rat, she thought. She climbed out of the box and looked around the room. She saw the large paper screen. It was covered with her drawings of cats. Their mouths were red with blood. My cat drawings came to life in the night, she thought. They saved me from the goblin rat. Again she remembered the nun's advice. Don't go into large places at night. Go only into small ones. She left the temple and went on her way. Everywhere she went, people wanted to buy her cat drawings from her. Soon she became one of the most famous artists in Japan. The next time you visit Japan, you might be able to see one of her pictures. 3. The Pigeon, the Deer, and the Turtle. Chapter 1. Caught in a Trap. A pigeon, a deer, and a turtle were friends. They sat under the same tree every day. They talked about their lives and told one another stories. One day, the deer did not come to the tree. Where is Deer? Pigeon said. He's usually here by now.
Perhaps he's sick,
Turtle said. Turtle said to Pigeon,
Fly around and see if you can find him.
That's a good idea, Pigeon said and flew off. She soon found Deer. One of his legs was caught in a trap made of rope.
I'm so glad to see you, Pigeon, Deer said. I was walking through the forest and I did not see the trap. I put my foot in it. Now I am caught in the trap. I must get away before the hunter comes and shoots me.
I will get you out of the trap, Pigeon said. She began to peck the rope with her beak, but it was too thick for her to cut. She kept on pecking for many minutes. Then she said, I'm sorry, Deer, but my beak isn't strong enough. I'll go and get Turtle. His teeth are stronger than my beak. Pigeon flew back to Turtle. As she did, she passed by the hunter's house. He was coming out of the house. He had a gun. Pigeon thought, He'll get to Deer before Turtle can bite through the rope. He'll shoot Deer. I must stop him. Pigeon flew at the hunter and pecked at his head. He tried to stop her, but she kept on pecking him. At last the hunter went back into his house. Pigeon went on her way back to Turtle. She told him about Deer. Turtle set off to help him. But turtles move very slowly. It took him an hour to get to Deer. As soon as he found Deer, he began to bite the rope. His teeth were strong, but so was the rope.
It's going to take many hours to bite through this rope, Turtle said. Fly off to the hunter's house, Pigeon. Don't let him come here.
Pigeon flew back to the hunter's house. She got there just in time. He was coming out of his house with his gun again. Chapter 2. Working Together. Pigeon flew at the hunter as before. She pecked at his head again and again.
I'll go hunting later,
the hunter decided. He went back into his house and closed the door. Pigeon flew back to Turtle and Deer. Turtle's mouth was bleeding, but he wasn't even halfway through the rope.
Fly back to the hunter's cottage again,
Turtle said.
I need more time.
Pigeon flew back to the hunter's cottage. He was coming out with his gun again. She began pecking him, but this time he had a large bag over his head. Pigeon flew back to Turtle and Deer. Turtle was now nearly through the rope. Quickly, quickly, Pigeon cried. I cannot stop the hunter. The hunter came nearer and nearer. Turtle's poor mouth was hurting him badly, but he bit harder and harder. Then, Just in time! Turtle bit through the rope. Deer pulled his leg out of the trap. He ran off into the trees. Pigeon flew high into the trees. Turtle moved toward the trees as fast as he could, but he could only move slowly. The hunter saw him.
I will shoot and eat that turtle,
the hunter decided. He pointed his gun at Turtle. Before he could shoot, however, Deer arrived. He pretended that his leg was much worse than it was. He wanted to trick the hunter into coming after him. When the hunter saw Deer, he forgot about Turtle. He pointed his gun at Deer, but Deer moved away. The hunter ran after him. Deer still pretended that he couldn't run very fast. He ran just fast enough to keep the hunter running after him. He led the hunter a long way into the forest. Then he stopped moving slowly and ran away quickly. The hunter found himself alone in the middle of the forest. Deer, Turtle, and Pigeon still meet to talk about their lives and tell stories. One of them often says, "Let's talk about that time we worked together and saved Deer from the hunter." It's their favorite story. The Shy Quilt Bird. Chapter 1. A Plan to Fight. One very hot day, Lion went to the sea.
"I'll stand in the water,"
he thought.
"It will cool my paws."
Just as Lion walked into the sea Dragon swam up. He saw Lion standing in the water. "Hey!" Sea Dragon shouted. "What are you doing? This is my sea. Lions may not stand in my sea."
"I'm not doing anything wrong,"
Lion said. "Yes, you are. This is my sea," Sea Dragon said. "You must stay out of it. I am so strong that everyone obeys me. Watch!" He put his head into the sea and shouted at some fish. They swam away as fast as they could. "Now, show me your strength," Sea Dragon said to Lion.
"I'm not interested in strength," Lion said. "I'm not a bully like you."
Sea Dragon said, "You're afraid of me. If you don't fight me, I shall eat you." Lion thought about this. He was not afraid, but Sea Dragon was much bigger than he was.
"I will fight you tomorrow," he said. "I know I will lose, so today I want to say goodbye to my friends and family."
"I'll be here tomorrow," Sea Dragon said and swam away. Lion walked back into the jungle. He did not know how to save himself. Chapter 2. The Animals Meet. Some monkeys heard Lion talking to Sea Dragon.
"We must help Lion," one of them said. "We must find Golden Rabbit,"
another monkey said.
"He'll know what Lion should do."
The three monkeys moved through the trees until they saw Golden Rabbit. They told him about Lion and Sea Dragon. Golden Rabbit turned to his friend, the black mynah bird.
"Fly everywhere and tell all the animals to come here as soon as they can," he said.
"We'll have a meeting." Black mynah bird flew off. Soon, animals of every kind came to the meeting.
"Dear friends,"
Golden Rabbit said,
"Lion is in danger. Tomorrow he must fight Sea Dragon. But we know that only the dragon-eating gallon bird can beat Sea Dragon."
"But the dragon-eating gallon bird lives in the spirit world,"
Elephant said.
"He doesn't live in our world."
"You are right,"
Golden Rabbit said.
"Therefore we must find an animal who can pretend to be the dragon-eating gallon bird."
"That's me," Eagle said. "I will pretend to be the dragon-eating gallon bird." Golden Rabbit replied,
"You're not big enough, Eagle."
"What about me?"
Stork said. He had larger wings than Eagle.
"No, you're not big enough, Stork,"
Golden Rabbit said.
"I'm big enough,"
Vulture said.
"And my beak is strong."
Golden Rabbit said,
"No, Vulture, even you aren't big enough."
He looked around.
"Isn't there a larger bird here?"
he asked. A very big bird walked forward. She was as big as Elephant, but she had a very small voice.
"I can help,"
she said. "I don't know you," Golden Rabbit said. "Are you new here?"
"No, I'm not. I'm just very shy,"
the very big bird said in her very small voice.
"My name is Quilt Bird because I look like a quilt. I don't usually show myself to anyone, but if I can help Lion, I will."
Golden Rabbit said, "You are very big, but Sea Dragon will not be afraid of you. Your voice is too small. But I have a plan. You will hide with all the animals behind some trees near the sea. When Sea Dragon comes, Black Mina will tell us. All the animals must then make as much noise as they can." Chapter 3. The Dragon-Eating Bird. The next day, Lion and all the animals hid behind some trees near the sea. Golden Rabbit walked toward the sea.
"Hey, Sea Dragon!"
he shouted.
"Where are you? Are you afraid to fight?"
Sea Dragon swam up. "Ha!" he said. "So a rabbit is going to fight me instead of Lion. What a coward Lion is." Rabbit just laughed. Black Mina Bird made a noise. Then all the animals made as much noise as they could. Sea Dragon said, "Hey, what's going on?"
"That noise is the dragon-eating gallon bird," Golden Rabbit said. "She's very hungry. As soon as she sees a sea dragon, she's going to have him for her dinner."
Golden Rabbit turned toward the jungle. At that moment, the shy quilt bird moved out of the jungle toward the sea.
"And there she is," Golden Rabbit said. "She's the hungriest and biggest dragon-eating gallon bird in the world. Are you ready to fight her?"
But Golden Rabbit was talking to himself. Sea Dragon was swimming away as fast as he could. That night, all the animals had a party. They were very pleased with the shy quilt bird. They hugged and kissed her all night. But, strangely, during the night she got smaller and smaller and smaller. By morning, she looked just like a little wren.
Playlet. The Three Friends.
Let us each go a different way.
And we will all try to make our fortunes.
We'll meet here in a year's time.
The three friends walk down different roads. Soon Pablo meets an old woman.
"Good day, young man."
"Good day to you."
"I'm a poor woman. I have no money. I am hungry and have nothing to eat."
"I have very little money, but you can have half of it." He gives the old woman half of his money.
"You are a good and generous young man. I want to give you something."
She takes a small carpet out of her bag.
"This is a magic carpet. Sit on it, and it will take you wherever you want to go."
"Thank you. You are very kind." On another road, Antonio meets an old man.
"Good day, young man."
Good day to you.
"I'm a poor man. I have no money. I am hungry and have nothing to eat."
I have very little money, but you can have half of it.
He gives the old man half of his money.
"You are a good and generous young man. I want to give you something."
He takes an old book out of his bag.
"This is a magic book. Hold it in your hand and ask it any question. Let the book fall open. It will fall open at the answer to your question."
Thank you. You are very kind.
On another road, Jose meets an old man.
"Good day, young man."
Good day to you.
"I'm a poor man. I have no coat. I am cold."
You may have my coat.
He gives the old man his coat.
"You are a good and generous young man. I want to give you something."
He picks up a small wooden flute.
"This is a magic flute. Play it to a sick person, and he or she will get better."
Thank you. You are very kind.
1 year later, the three friends meet at the crossroads.
I met an old man who gave me this magic book. He said it has the answer to any question I ask it. I met an old man who gave me this magic flute. He said it would cure anyone who is sick.
I met an old woman who gave me this magic carpet. She said it will take me wherever I want to go.
This is very interesting. I'll find out who is sick.
He holds the book in his hand.
Tell me, book, who is sick?
The book falls open at a page. He reads,
The princess is sick. She will soon die if she is not cured. My flute will cure her.
My carpet will take us to her. The three friends stand on the carpet. Carpet, take us to the sick princess. The carpet takes the three friends to the palace. A guard walks up to them.
Who are you? What do you want? We know that the princess is sick. I can cure her. Take me to her. I'll take you to the king.
The guard takes the three men to the king.
Your Majesty, this man says he can cure the princess.
Really?
Yes, Your Majesty, I have a magic flute. It can cure any sickness.
Very well. You may play your flute to the princess. If it cures her, you may marry her. If it does not, you will go to prison for the rest of your life.
The king took Jose to the princess's bedroom. She lies sleeping.
Now play your flute.
Jose plays his flute. The princess opens her eyes.
Father, I feel better.
This man's flute cured you. You must marry him. He saved your life.
I will happily marry him, Father.
Excuse me, Your Majesty, but this is not fair. It is true that Jose's flute cured the princess, but my magic book told us she was sick.
That is true, Your Majesty, but it was my magic carpet that brought us here.
You can't all marry the princess.
I know how to decide who will marry me, Father. Guard, give me your bow and arrow.
The guard gives the princess his bow and arrow.
Now pin a flower to the wall.
The guard pins a flower to the wall.
Now you three young men, pretend that flower is my heart. Whoever can shoot an arrow into my heart may marry me.
Antonio, you may shoot first.
Antonio shoots an arrow. It goes straight to the middle of the flower.
Now, Pablo, you may shoot.
Pablo shoots an arrow. It cuts Antonio's arrow in half.
Now, Jose, you may shoot.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I do not want to shoot.
Don't you want to marry the princess?
I want to marry her very much, so much that I cannot shoot an arrow into the heart of the woman I love.
Oh, Jose, what a good man you are. We shall be married tomorrow.